Alrighty, so I thought that we would do a yes or no reading. So there will be 3 piles today, and you will be asking a yes or no question or expressing like a desire in the form of a yes or no question. Phrase it, make sure to phrase it in your mind clearly, and also in a way where yes would point to like the positive outcome. So there are 3 groups here today, and each one will be using a different deck. Group number 1, you might resonate with the Mystical Manga Tarot. It has like a anime kind of art. A lot of fantasy. That's a cool one. It's group number 1, Mystical Manga. Group number 2 is using the Wild Unknown Tarot. Much like darker, heavier energy with this deck. Group 2, Wild Unknown. And Group 3 will be using the Spacious Tarot. Really peaceful. Nature, animals. Group 3, Spacious Tarot. Okay, so I'm going to begin with Group 1, Mystical Manga. So for each deck I'm also using the Elemental Oracle, 1 card for each group. Okay, so group number 1, Mystical Manga. What is your question? And what is the answer, whether yes or no? Card number 39, Groundedness, Gravity. Okay. Alrighty, now the Wheel of Fortune. What is the question? Ooh. 7 of Pentacles. What is the question? And what is the answer? Ten of Cups. the Six of Swords, and the Seven of Swords. Judgment on the bottom of the deck. Okay. So, it looks like you asked a question that had that had a theme of like, is this just a break or is it an ending? Is this like a pause or the end? Is it like something new beginning? A question about a cycle that has ended, and whether or not it has ended completely and you're growing away from it to something else, or whether like a cycle has ended but will like resurrect in new evolved form in the future moving forward, which would make this moment therefore not an ending but like a hiatus or transition phase or something. So the answer to the question is yes. The question itself looks like, specifically as I can, was something along the lines of, and it looks like a relationship. It looks like a relationship question, and the question was more or less, because we are in separation right now, I wonder if in the future we will come together again in a higher form, if this is just a break rather than an ending, and therefore the answer to that question is a yes. It looks like it's hard to see that right now because it seems like things could be over for good. So your question seems to be something along the lines of, is this something that we'll pick up in the future? Did we end a cycle only to like enter a new one on a higher level? And the answer is yeah. That there's a reunion at some point in time, but way in the future. The answer is yeah. But most important of all, focus on yourself. There's going to be a lot of deception along the way when it comes to this question. So just keep maintaining your faith that the answer is yes and keep moving forward. No matter how much you don't receive like clarity or confirmation of that in your physical reality. Okay? Alright, so I hope that was an accurate depiction of your question. If you resonated with like more or less how I was phrasing the energy of the question, then yeah, then cool, then great, that's your answer. If not, maybe then pick another pile. And I'm going to move on to pile 2. Okay. Just the wild unknown. Okay, so group 2, you chose the Wild Unknown Tarot. And you asked a yes or no question. So let's see what we have here. Group 2, Wild Unknown. What is your question? Okay. Card number 5, to make equal, the equator. Card number 5, to make equal the equator. Oops. Okay. Okay. So group 2, what is your question? The Emperor. Wait. Yes, the Emperor. The Nine of Cups. What is your question? And what is the answer? Whether yes or no. Okay. 5 of Pentacles. What is the question? And what is the answer? The Lovers. The Daughter of Wands. Son of Wands, or the Knight of Wands on the bottom of the deck, and the Daughter of Wands is the Page of Wands. Okay. So, group number 2, it looks like the answer to your question is a no. But in a way that is like in your favor ultimately, because there is something that needs to come into balance. So, this being a no, whatever this is that you hope for or are asking about, it looks like the answer is no, because there's a part of you that needs to come into balance, or there's a part of this dynamic, looks like a relationship, that needs to come into balance before it can reflect success in reality or in the 3D reality. So that's interesting, because group 1 similarly had a relationship related question. And so either you are a different group of people and this is the energy of a different relationship and this is the answer to your question is a no, or you also are somebody who came from group 1, so you're watching both, so this is just the second question that you had for your relationship that you asked in group 1. It could be that would make sense too. But in general, for the specific question that was asked, which looks like moving forward, has positive enough change been created on both of our parts, my and this person who you consider a counterpart, enough to move forward peacefully and in harmony? And the answer is right now no, because there is still balance that you guys are each like coming into, as in one energy here, one member, whether you or this other person, or both of you in your own ways, whether you identify with it or whatever, but one energy of the connection needs to focus on working on their sense of self-reliance and stability that they're able to create, whether because of career or something in their resources that allows them to be independent, self-sufficient. One or both of you need to first get to that level. That balance is not there yet, but it is what's being worked towards. So that's why it's a no right now, but like not forever. Another member of the group Or another energy here that is being balanced out or worked on is having the courage and the confidence to move and flow with change and with life however it goes. So how funny, like one member is working more on discipline and creating a structure and a foundation, and above and beyond even that. And another energy that is being honed right now is almost the opposite, positive energy, which is like learning to like let go and like accept that you have wings and it's time to like experience whatever it is that comes your way openly and freely with faith, knowing that it was meant to move you and change you. So this is what you guys are going through. So for right now, the answer is no when it comes to something like a reunion soon. But because we have like really powerful cards coming out to depict the connection, that makes me feel very much like this is a very important bond. Like a soulmate energy. Yeah, in time, it feels like sure, but right now, no. And that's a good thing in the long run. Okay, so I'm going to move on to, oh, hold up. Yeah, group number 3, sorry. Group number 3. Okay. Alright. So, group number 3, Spacious Tarot. Let's see what we have. So, what is your question? And what is the answer, whether yes or no? Group number 3, Spacious Tarot. Card number 25, Speak Your Word. Voice. Okay. Spacious Tarot. Alright. Spacious Tarot, group number 3. What is the question and what is the answer, whether yes or no? I'm taking these 3, but not these that fell. So we have the 4 of Swords. We have the King of Wands, or the Elder of Wands. We have the 5 of Wands. What is the question? The Magician. The World. Also the Elder or King of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. Okay. Okay, so group number 3, Spacious Tarot. It looks like the answer to your question is a yes. Let's see what your question is, though. It looks like this has something to do with something that you said or stated, a statement that you made or an opinion. Either that or you wonder as to whether or not you should speak your voice or state your opinion when it comes to something. Okay, so it looks like your question was something along the lines of either these are the things that I said and I feel pretty conflicted about them, and I don't know if I said the right thing or made a mistake in expressing myself the way that I did. So therefore, my question is, did I do the right thing? Did I say the right thing? Is that okay? And the answer to that is yeah. Whatever it is that you spoke, whatever it is that you said, even the things that you regret or have conflict with, ultimately it is okay that you said it. And you should be proud, especially if it was coming from like an authentic place. Yeah, you were right to speak your mind and say what it is that you said, and it was received in a pretty positive, respectable way. So there's clarification on that. Otherwise, you may be asking as to whether or not you should speak your mind or share your voice on a matter to somebody or about something. Therefore, your question might sound something like, should I go for it? Or should I do it? Or should I say something? Or is this my place? Or like I feel the surge and I want to communicate it. Should I do that? Like this energy of questions, yeah, the answer is yes, if you resonate. And then otherwise, there was a third thing that I saw. No, that's it. When it comes to expressing yourself at this time, and whether or not, like, there's one thing in the past that's bothering you, and whether or not it went well and you did the right thing, the answer to that is yeah. And continue speaking your voice and sharing your most authentic self in each moment, and do not regret it. Good. Otherwise, if it's not about that you're reflecting on something and asking about the past, you may be in an energy of saying to yourself, I wonder if I should do this or express myself in this way, how will it be received? Or if I should go for this thing, or I wonder if I should say something or speak like my mind on this issue or whatever's going on. If this is a question that you had something along those lines, and the answer is yeah, you should go for it. It'll actually go really well and in your favor. And you will be like recognized for it very positively, like very well received. Okay, so I hope that that's helpful, and that'll do. Thank you.